check the links for the Odyssey and BitChute. I am loving Odyssey right now. No censorship there. Plus, they have BitCurrency. So breaking, Facebook blocks New York Post story about BLM founder spending millions on luxury homes. The story of Patrice Cullors can no longer be shared on the platform. Gosh, I wonder why. Last week, the New York Post revealed that Patrice, one of the co-founders of the BLM movement, had purchased four high-end properties worth millions of dollars. Self-described Marxist, named after Karl Marx, a.k.a. Mordecai Levy, last month purchased a $1.4 million home on a secluded road short drive from Malibu in L.A., according to a report. The property featured soaring ceilings. Yeah, it was nice. It had a lot of bamboo and canyon views. It was a beautiful, beautiful home. And, maybe in some regards, the far left and the far right, not so far apart on some issues. Get to that later. Includes 2 houses on a quarter acre. It's just one of the 3 homes Khan purchased, owns in the LA area. 4 homes in California. The county assessor's office probably revealed. Revelation led to anger among many on the left who had perhaps come to the realization that the millions of dollars raised by BLM may not have just gone into activism. No shit. Hank Newsom, the head of BLM in the greater NYC area, said that there should be an independent investigation into how BLM spends its money. No When you have treasurers or you have money, you always want to have double treasurers. You don't want to have one person handling money. I was a treasurer for a few years for an organization, and even I said, you got to have 2 people do this. This is way, way too easy for people to move money around. You got to have at least some checks and balances on this kind of thing. BLM has got Bank of America and George Soros have donated about $1.5 billion, $1.2 billion, $3 billion, something like that, to BLM. You're like, where's that money? Universities, schools, education, where'd it go? Well, there are such things called administration fees. Oh, well, who's going to get the administrator job? Oh, my cousin-in-law, Marty Greenblatt, is going to get the administration job. Okay, well, fair enough. Someone's got to administer the funds, probably, an attorney. What's his administration fees? $50 grand a year to handle this? I mean, it's a charity, right? It's not going to gouge us. $23 million is his administration fee. Oh, okay. I see how it's going. He said there should be an independent investigation. If you go around calling yourself a socialist, they're not socialists. They want Mordecai Levy, Karl Marx, they want your money, and they will use whatever tools they have. There's some guy on the Odyssey, the chat on Odyssey has been fire lately. This guy, I forget his name, something 1975, was pointing out, they want power. Like Disney, mainstream media, they'll use any tools they have to get power. It's not about money for them. If you call yourself a socialist, you have to ask how much of our own personal money is going to charitable causes. I don't know. On that, her money is for business, I kind of feel. I get his point. All right, fair. I concede his point. If you're calling yourself a socialist, yes, then all of a sudden your money is really our money, or at least in theory. It's really sad because it makes people doubt the validity of the movement, overlook the fact that it's the people that carry the movement. Well, you guys are being played by people like Bank of America, Chase Bank, the Rothschilds, George Soros. And to be fair to BLM, there are some of the black guys who know what is what, but they need to start speaking up. I'm hearing entirely too many women, get in focus, in movements. Women don't lead movements. When you hear a woman shouting into a bullhorn, all you hear is a whining, screeching woman. If you're a strong, intelligent woman, then you need to find a man to be your puppet. And I know BLM is not listening to this, but I don't want to help BLM, but I just see an organization that if I don't care if you're my enemy or not. If you're driving a car that needs oil, I want to put oil in the car. I just can't help myself to repair things. Matt Walsh, who is he's got balls on him that I don't know how he carries those things around. He's got a YouTube channel too. It's very funny. BLM is the biggest, most dangerous scam in American history. The grifters at the top of the organization enrich themselves while poor communities across the nation are devastated by the chaos they foment and profit off of. How could anyone still support these con artists? Good statement, but you're not talking about... BLM is not BLM. BLM and Antifa are controlled by these puppet masters, these Soros, these Rothschilds, the banks, the people who control Chase Bank, Bank of America, the banking cartels. If you think BLM is just a bunch of people who are fed up with police brutality, no, because then they would be called ALM, and we would all work together with them. BLM is controlled by people who want to just foment discord. That's all they want to do. They don't care about black lives or police brutality. Listen, BLM has been doing this police brutality thing for decades, and maybe not by the name, under the name BLM, but so what laws, oversight committees have we passed to control district attorneys' incestuous relationship with not prosecuting killer cops? What congressmen have done what? What laws have we proposed? What bills have we tried to pass? What have we done as BLM, as ALM, All Lives Matter? Oh, you haven't done shit. Nothing. You haven't done anything. So where's all this money going? I mean, the root cause is police killing people, violation of your due process or cruel and unusual punishment, whatever constitutional foundation you want to use. That's the issue, right? Is police murdering people without due process, right? It doesn't seem to be the issue. It never seemed to be the issue. I would trust... You know how BLM could win? All they have to do is you'd find a couple hundred black guys who go, yeah, hey, you know what? We were BLM, but, we listened to our non-black brothers and sisters, and we came to the conclusion, yeah, BLM's a little exclusive. We're going to change our name to All Lives Matter to stop. We want our white brothers, our Mexican brothers, our Asian brothers and sisters to join us. Put your amount of money in the mouth is you said you thought Black Lives Matter was exclusive, so we're changing names to All Lives Matter. Come march with us. All of a sudden, it puts the ball in everyone else's court. All the these kind of MAGA normies go, oh, okay, well, some of us will march with you then, because we're all against police brutality, aren't we? That's all it would take for BLM to win. They would win. They would win control. They would get millions of MAGA normies marching on their side, holding the banner of All Lives Matter. That's all it would take. The puppet masters who control you people in BLM won't let that happen because they want to make it a black versus white issue. It's why Occupy Wall Street, the interesting history of Occupy Wall Street, it's who do you think runs Wall Street? As soon as they started getting in the Bilderberg meetings, all this kind of stuff, it sounds like tinfoil hat stuff. And then you start reading about it and you're like, oh my God, there's some truth to some of this stuff, not all of it, but there's a lot of smoke and fire here. So when Occupy Wall Street went after the wealthiest people on earth, I mean the people who control countries, who control the way forward of the world, who understand the way of the world, the bankers, the people who move this money around. Occupy Wall Street started to bring them attention, and they shut it down really quick by introducing critical race theory. And all of a sudden, you had this group of people like black, white, Asian, Latino, are all unified. No. We have to have a hierarchy. Guys, if you're on the left, you're this Antifa BLM, but you're not yet brainwashed by the puppet masters, just think for yourselves. The far left and the far right have a lot of things in common. So my point is, Matt Walsh is not really naming the issue because he wants to stay on Twitter, he wants to stay on YouTube. On Thursday, people started realizing New York Post story on Khan was being blocked from being posted on Facebook. Anyone attempting to share the post would be met with an error message claiming it goes against Facebook's community standards. It's public information. All the county register's office, the tax information, the plot assessments, all that kind of crap. That's all your county. That's public information. So yes, it has been independently confirmed it's being blocked. This isn't the first time big tech's cracked down on a viral New York Post story and prevent it from gaining more traction. Facebook, Twitter blocked photos from Hunter Biden. And so there's something like 12 out of the 14 federal agents that were investigating the Hunter Biden laptop either were departed from this mortal coil by themselves or by someone else's action. It's weird. It's like the people, like in the 90s with the Clintons, people started to notice that there was a body count that followed the Clintons. And they said, oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. And then they started to come up with receipts. And it was like, oh, here's 150 people who went after the Clintons. And they turned up with 215 grain lead aspirins in the back of the dome. Oh, well, it's just a robbery gone bad. Really? This white guy at 7 in the morning? A robbery? He caught two lead tablets in the back of his skull at 7 in the morning while he was out jogging, and he had his wallet in his pocket. And that's the robbery gone bad, but he wasn't robbed. It's just, that kind of looks like a hit to me. And I'm not into conspiracy theories at all. Anyway, so this is by, I don't know, it's by Jack Hadfield. He's a conservative and patriot from the UK. Good luck. Good luck with that. Where are your Webblies? Where are your Webblies, guys? Where's that 38 short round and your 455s? Oh, you gave those things up. Well,